Military families relocate 10 times more often than civilian families, on average every 2 to 3 years. That statistic comes from DoSomething.org. Moving that often makes it hard to put roots down and really feel settled. Military families often live far from extended family and have to figure out how to make life work without that extra help. So I have moved 5 times in my life before meeting my husband. My husband and I have been married for 3 years, and we are entering our 5th move as a couple this November. That makes a total of 10 moves that I've been a part of. So how do you survive as a military spouse? There are 3 key things. You need to have a support system, you need to have an open mind, and you need to build a strong relationship with God. You might be sitting as on your audience wondering, but I'm a guy, or I'm not a military spouse. How does this apply to me? These 3 key tips will help you survive a move to a new city, enjoy your college experience more, and living on your own, and it might help you to learn how to make new friends. So stay tuned and you'll get some helpful tips. Key tip number 1, have an open mind. Focus on what is unique and special in your own town. Be willing to try new things. You might find out some interesting history that happened there. You might find a yummy dish in a local restaurant that you never would have tried before. Sometimes trying new things in your town can make you feel lame or cliche, but being a tourist in your town will allow you to see it from a new lens. My favorite thing to do in each city is to build a bucket list of things to do before I move again. Some ideas are renting a bicycle and going downtown, explore all the tiny shops and the local museums, go take walks on the beach, take the selfies and the photos, all the photos you can. Don't be afraid to be a tourist. When I moved to Florida, I heard a lot about military wives acting like tourists and it being kind of embarrassing. So I was really nervous to fit that mold and to really go all in on Florida life. But then I did. I went all in. I eat all the local cafes that are on the water. I take every sunset photo I can. I take romantic walks on the beach with my husband. And I've grown to live life here so much, or to love life here so much. The next thing you need to do is throw out your manual of expectations. Nothing is going to compare to your hometown. It isn't your hometown. You need to learn to appreciate what each individual town has to offer while you live there. You need to be open to having friends of different ages, stages of life, and backgrounds. It is good to have friends of different ages and stages of life. The young friends can make you feel youthful. The older friends, they can be a mentor. They can help guide you to make better life decisions. It is good to have friends with a different background. They can expand your way of thinking and promote a growth mindset. They can challenge your beliefs and grow your testimony. Being willing to accept friends that are different from you into your circle or tribe will allow you to build a solid support system. Key tip number 2, build a support system. Friends are a really good source of support. It may feel like finding new friends is hard. I can assure you it isn't. Have an open mind and look for friends in new ways. Try new apps. There's this app called Bumblebee. They have a BFF mode that allows you to find people that are also looking for friends. Try looking for friends at church. Try new mom groups. Try classes. Try getting hobbies or going to the gym. Neighbors are a really good source of support as well. You need to introduce yourself. That's a big step. It can kind of feel a little bit overwhelming. And another thing you can do is when you see new people moving in, bring them cookies or a loaf of bread. Introduce yourself to them and get to know them. And you never know, like when your dog might get loose, your neighbor notices him and puts him in the backyard for you. It is also handy if you need that extra cup of flour. Families are a great source of support. Do your best to keep in touch. Schedule the regular FaceTime calls. Visit in person if money allows. It takes some time to adjust to life away from family, but you will find your new normal and learn to enjoy connecting with them in different ways. Facebook groups. Facebook groups have been a great source of support for me, and they could be for you too. You can use them to make friends. Don't be too proud to post in a Facebook group saying, hey, I'm new to the area and I'm looking for some friends. Here's what I'm interested in. Anyone else has some interest. All the posts that I've seen of people do that, everyone makes friends. So just don't be too proud. Oftentimes, there are new people or even people that have been living in that area for a long time that are also looking for friends. So try it. Facebook groups, they're a great resource. People are always sharing what Yummy local restaurants, where they're located and which ones to avoid that you might have gotten sick from. People are sharing what daycares to avoid and which ones to go to. People share what activities are going on in the area. I found that social media allows me to find way more events and activities going on than Google does. Having a support system looks a little bit different for everyone. Having a strong relationship with God should be a part of it. He provides support, but it doesn't come without a little effort on your part. Key tip number 3, build a strong relationship with God. Building a strong relationship with God will allow you to keep one thing consistent in your life. It is important to have at least one thing to fall back on when everything seems to be going wrong in your life, because I guarantee at some point you're going to feel that way. But let God play that role in your life. Reach out to Him. He can bring you more comfort and more peace than anything else. Prayer will bring you peace when you are going through trials. Prayer is going to bring you comfort when you're feeling lonely. Going to church will help you to build a strong relationship with God. It's going to allow you to build connections with other people that live near you and have the same beliefs. It's going to help you to make friends. It's going to give you a sense of purpose. Sometimes the hardest part about being in a new ward is feeling like you don't belong or that you aren't welcome there. I felt that many times after moving. Receiving a calling in the ward has always helped me to be more active and to get to know the members of the ward in a way that I never would have been able to otherwise. The callings I've had have also helped me to make a lasting friendship, and I still am in contact with many of the people from different places that I've lived through social media, and it's fun to watch them grow and to thrive and to change. Overall, moving doesn't have to be hard. Look at it as an opportunity for an adventure. Look at it as an opportunity for growth. Have an open mind, and you will find good things about your new town. Life as a military spouse gets easier. Really, everyone's life gets easier if you implement these 3 things. Establish a support system, keep an open mind, and learn to have a relationship with God. Thanks for taking the time to listen.